Hey, this is Josias. Are you thinking about outsourcing a personalized video marketing project to an agency? The reality is that most agencies do not have experience with personalized video marketing. In this video, you'll learn what you need to have ready before you even talk to them. No matter if you're talking about a video production agency, advertising agency, video marketing agency, digital marketing agency, marketing automation agency, it doesn't really matter. There are certain things that you need to have ready before you even talk to them. This will help you succeed. It will help you both save money and time. And this is what you want. Let me share these tips with you. Before I continue, please subscribe to this channel now and also give us a like. This will help us serve you better. Also, before I forget, if you want to learn how to set realistic time expectations regarding the execution of your personalized video marketing project, stay until the end of the video. I'll break it down for you, all right? In my experience, a lot of personalized video marketing projects are a nightmare. But it doesn't have to be like this. They, in many cases, are time-consuming. So even a year, even more than that, many months. They are hard to integrate with whatever you have on your side. That might be a CRM, that might be a simple spreadsheet, an API, whatever it is. An API is what developers use to create applications and save time. And because of all of these, projects are, in many cases, expensive. Now, as I said, this doesn't have to be like this. At Personal, we provide a self-service personalized video marketing platform that is flexible, cost-effective, and scalable, no matter the volume of your project, no matter your needs. At the same time, we provide professional services to help you execute any personalized video project. So, what are the 3 stages you need to take into consideration to successfully execute a personalized video project? The first one is the strategy. The second one is the production of all the creative assets. And the third area or stage is related to all technical implementations. Let's go over each one of these stages so that you can have the right information for your agency so that you can save time, money, and also frustration. Let's start with the project pillar, which is the strategy. Your agency needs to know the specific challenges you are trying to overcome with this personalized video campaign. Give them a general overview and bring it down to earth depending on what type of agency we are talking about. If it is a marketing automation, digital agency, that type of agencies that will work with you in terms of the strategy, they need to know all the details. If it is a video production company, they need to know also a bit about the strategy, but they need to know more details about the creative production, assets, ETA, and that type of things. So you need to adapt the information you need in terms of a strategy depending on the type of agency you are dealing with. These challenges are key because these challenges also can affect the creative or the production implementation and also maybe the time frame or the type of technology you need for the personalized video project, which is something we're going to talk about in terms of the technical implementation in just a few minutes. Share with this agency the specific KPIs you want to achieve, you want to get. Are we talking about decreasing the number of support calls? Are we talking about more upselling opportunities? All these details are important. Now, if we are talking about a marketing agency that is focused on performance, you need to share with them specific numbers, percentages, the numbers they need to hit with this personalized video campaign. Understanding these challenges and also the KPIs will also bring you to a simple question I ask over and over to our clients, to the agencies we work with. And this is, are these videos going to have some kind of call to action? The reality is that most agencies do not know the answer to this question. And the reason why they do not know the answer to this question is because this information hasn't been shared with them. So, understanding the challenges and the KPIs will help you understand also in terms of interaction in the video, if these videos are going to have something as simple and effective as a call to action. A critical question is related to the target audience. Defining your target audience will help you succeed. Not defining your target audience correctly and not sharing this information with your agency will help you both fail. Sounds ugly, but that's a reality. I generally recommend going from a general audience, start there, bring it down to the specific marketing segment, then bring it down to specific buyer persona, many of them, and then bring it down to what we call the augmented buyer persona. An augmented buyer persona is the mix, the combination between the buyer persona you have already created, and I recommend you do it if you haven't, plus the real-time or real customer data you have access to about that particular individual you are going to target. Obviously, we are talking about hundreds of them, thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of individuals, and that's totally fine. But when you combine their real, profile in terms of buyer persona plus the data you have access to, that will bring you to the individualization arena, which is a lot more effective. If this is the first time you're working with this agency, chances are that they do not know that much about your company, about your target audience. If they're going to be designing creative assets, creating automations, creating messages for you, the calls to action, and so on, it is critical that they understand this target audience as much as they can, which is as much as you can express, as much as you can share with them. A question I ask a lot of agencies when they request information for one of their clients is the size of the audience that they are going to target with these personalized videos. In many cases, they do not know. And in the end, that's basically time that is wasted in the middle. Nowadays, thanks to platforms like Pirsonal, our platform, you can actually create personalized videos for any audience size. We're talking about a few hundreds, thousands, or even millions without breaking the bank. Your agency also needs to know your budget. Understanding the budget would help them recommend the best options in terms of creative assets, time, and also in terms of the technology they find out there in the market. Generally speaking, there are two areas you need to take into consideration in terms of budget. The first one is anything related to professional services, the execution of the project. This is video design, copywriting, maybe shooting, live shooting, maybe the type of videos that are going to be used for this campaign, like the style. All these details have a direct impact in the pricing. The second area is anything related to the video creation. And there are a few video vendors out there for video personalization. Each one of them will have a different approach. There are also different technologies for personalized video production. So understanding these options will help you know what to ask to your agency. For example, in terms of technology for these personalized videos, there are options in the market that will help you create real video files with the personalization in the video files at scale. And there are also options in the market that will help you add personalization in the video player in the form of HTML to any existing video. These two options are drastically different in terms of execution time, budget, but also in terms of the personalization options each option offers. Video personalization software like Personal allows both options. Real video personalization in the video files that can be hosted by us or hosted by you, even downloaded with the personalization, but also video personalization in our video player, which helps you save time and resources and money, especially in real-time scenarios or when you have huge audiences. And you can also combine both options to increase interactivity options and increase video conversions. Another important factor related to this strategy that also has a direct impact in the technological or technical implementation is the type of workflow. Are we talking about a bulk campaign if you already have the data and you're going to produce all the personalized videos at scale in bulk? Or are we talking about maybe a marketing automation workflow? Potentially, maybe the videos are created whenever a web form is submitted, or the videos are created when a contact is added or tagged in the CRM, or whenever the user or the contact, the lead, performs specific actions. There are many scenarios where personalized videos can be automatically created. And this is important to have it clear so that you can share this information with your agency as well, because it might affect the type of creative assets they design and also the type of technological implementation required for the project. Platforms like Personal provide thousands, literally thousands of integrations with a lot of applications out there. So from Salesforce, HubSpot, Marketo, Eloqua, even Twitter or Google Sheets. You can also create personalized videos from a CSV or a spreadsheet. You can also use our API, our developer platform, to create custom integrations, custom connections with any system. Understanding all this information will help you know the timeline, the ETA in terms of execution for the pre-production, the assets you need for the complete campaign, also how fast the personalized videos need to be created, and also if we are talking about a bulk campaign, all of them at the same time, let's say, or if you're talking about a marketing automation workflow. Let's cover the second stage, which is related to the creative assets production, but also to the strategy. There are many things you need to take into consideration in order to successfully execute the personalized video project. Let's start with the strategy. Remember what I shared earlier? You need to go from the general audience, you need to bring it down to the specific marketing segment. From there, to succeed, you need to bring it down to the buyer persona, and from there, you need to bring it down to do a lot better than your competitors to the augmented buyer persona. The augmented buyer persona, as a reminder, remember, buyer persona information, whatever you have about the specific buyer personas, plus the real-time data you have already gathered or you are gathering even in real time about these individuals. This will bring you to the individualization, contextualization strategy, which is a lot more effective than just personalization. Remember, a lot of your competitors are already doing some kind of personalization in their messages, and you want to do a lot better than them. A question we ask agencies all the time is the duration of the videos. Video length. What's the duration they have in mind? And the reality is that in many cases, they do not know because that information hasn't been shared with them yet. On average, personalized videos are going to be anything between 45 seconds and 90 seconds. That's what I usually see. The shorter, the better. And this is important also because it will have an impact in the pricing. The key here is adding in the video highly relevant information that will help you accomplish your business goal, but also your audience's goal. Whatever will make them react according to both of your goals. Video resolution is also critical because it will also have an impact in the pricing, but also it can have an impact in the way the agency designs the creative assets if that's what the agency is doing. So what's the right video resolution for personalized videos? It depends. Generally speaking, we talk about 480p videos. That's a standard resolution. 720p videos, that's already high resolution, and full HD videos, 1080p. You can also have videos with a square format, which will also have an impact in what the creative agency, video production agency, advertising agency designs, and also even 4K. I usually recommend videos in 480p because they are processed faster, because they are friendlier, let's say, in terms of bandwidth on like mobile devices, especially if you have audiences that are in geographies or that maybe will play the videos from their mobile devices. That's better. They will play the videos faster. You want to improve the video experience as much as you can, the viewing experience. The higher the resolution, the more the videos will take to be ready. And usually you want them ready ASAP. As I mentioned earlier, there are different types of personalized video technologies. And it is important to know which one you're going to choose because this is something your agency also needs to know. Generally speaking, video files with the personalization in individual files. So if you download this file here, you will also download the personalization because it's in the video file, in the MP4, and so on. And the other option, the second option, is where you have a generic video but a personalization layer in the video player. using usually HTML. The first option, real video files with the personalization, are created first from templates, personalized video or dynamic video templates. The creation of these dynamic video templates have two different steps. Step number one is designing the animation, the video, as you usually do. It is the same, but taking into consideration that you will have dynamic assets in that video. The second step is creating the template from those dynamic assets for the personalized video software you'll be using. In this case, for example, you can use Personal Editor. Personal Editor is a drag and drop, extremely easy to use personalized video template creator for your dynamic videos at scale. Anyone can use it. You don't have to be a designer to use it, and you can create templates for personalized videos in no time with this tool. It doesn't really matter if you have experience with video editing or not. Personal Editor is a tool for people that have no clue about video editing, people that know about video editing, and also even coders, developers. If what you have in mind is the second type of personalized video where the personalization is in the video player but not in the video file, in that case, it depends on the technology you use. You can use Personal Player. Personal Player is an interactive video player for personalization that helps you add personalized calls to action with personalized interaction to your videos at scale. Something else your agency needs to know is if you are going to be playing these videos in emails or maybe through a landing page. We usually recommend landing pages because you can track analytics and you can also use our video player so that you can add personalized calls to action and make people react. So if you are creating landing pages, this is what you need to take into consideration. Video personalization software like Pirsonal automatically create dynamic landing pages. These dynamic landing pages are automatically created using personalized information. So the same way you personalize the videos, you can also personalize the landing pages at scale. If you're personalizing the landing pages at scale, there are certain assets you'll need. Things like logos, static or dynamic logos, images, static or dynamic images, text, personalized or static text as well, or even if you want to embed third-party applications like a web form, a chat application, another video, a PDF, or whatever you want to embed in these landing pages. With Personal Pages, you can automatically create these landing pages, these dynamic landing pages at scale. But if your agency is going to create a landing page from scratch with HubSpot, WordPress, Salesforce, or any other landing page creator, they need to have all the assets in place and also the right technology in place in a scalable way. Are your dynamic videos going to have a personalized in-video call to action, CTA? Calls to action in videos are extremely effective. With software like Personal Player, you can personalize them at scale. If you're going to use personalized calls to action, let your agency know. They need to know if these calls to action are going to be added at the beginning of the video, at the end of the video, or during the video itself, or if there's going to be an in-video web form in the videos, what type of personalization are going to be added in the call to action. This information is critical because if we are talking about a creative agency or a video production company, an animation company as well, it affects the type of creative assets they'll be designing. Also, copywriting. What are the texts or even images or any other type of content that you'll use across the campaign, not only for the personalized videos, but as I mentioned, for the personalized in-video calls to action, dynamic landing pages, email copywriting, SMS, WhatsApp messages, or even if you're talking about a social media campaign with personalized videos, all those texts and all the content needs to be either provided or created by the agency. Regardless of who creates the content, remember, use augmented buyer persona. That's the buyer persona, the context of the buyer persona, plus the specific individual context of the individual you're targeting. And that comes thanks to the data you have access to, either CRM data or the data you are gathering in real time. Use that information to create more contextualized messages, creative assets, and even the distribution channel, email, SMS, depending on who each individual is. Lastly about this, a lot of companies are creating more and more personalized videos with voiceover, and this is great. Voiceover works great, and if you want to personalize it, even better if your audience is going to watch the video with audio, which is really important. There are two types of voiceover with personalization: studio recorded human powered, let's say, where you have a human being recording the different combinations in the studio. And the second option is automated voices using TTS, text to speech. And reality is that a lot of companies do studio recorded voices because the quality is great. And more companies are joining the TTS revolution, text to speech, automated voices. So this is something you need to take into consideration because it affects budget and timing. So if you're talking about, for example, the studio recorded voices, you need to set apart anything between 1 and 2 weeks, depending on who is recording the voices. If you're talking about TTS, it's just the connection with the TTS platform or text-to-speech platform. And also depending on the type of the audience. Big audiences, TTS is usually better because it's cheaper, works in real time, especially if you have different audiences in different geographies. TTS is better because it will easily adapt. But if you have a batch campaign or an audience in one specific region, studio recorded voiceover works really well in terms of quality. So that's something you need to balance, let's say. Let's cover the technical details for this personalized video campaign. Security. Do you have any specific security requirements that your agency needs to be aware of? Especially if the agency is the company in charge of finding a vendor for you in the market, this is critical. And it will help you save loads of time, especially if you have like a long process internally to whitelist vendors, for example. Also, hosting. Who is going to host or store these videos? At Pirsonal, for example, we provide video hosting at scale. It's included with all of our plans, but you also have the option to host the videos on your side, and that's totally fine. We also provide mechanisms to make that happen. Also, super important, where is the data coming from? Is it coming from a CSV, or are you using a CRM, a tool like HubSpot, Marketo, or a web form, something that will trigger the personalized videos? Or do you require a custom integration? With platforms like Personal, it is totally fine no matter the scenario you choose because we provide a campaign tool for batch campaigns or bulk campaigns using our campaign tool for CSVs. We provide thousands of integrations with tools like HubSpot, Marketo, Salesforce, Google Sheets, MailChimp, and a lot of tools. And also we provide an API so that you can connect any platform with our platform. So these little details are important, the data in. And also what should happen, that's the data out, when a personalized video is created. Are these videos going to be sent by email, SMS, WhatsApp, Facebook message, whatever it is important to understand that workflow. Share it also with your agency. If you're sending this by email, should the personalized video platform connect to your email SMTP, or do you prefer that the personalized video vendor provides the email sending as well as SMS and any other type of message? This is something that will also help you save time. Really fast, this is the automation workflow for the creation of the personalized videos. Regardless if you're talking about a bulk campaign from a CSV or if you're talking about a marketing automation workflow, trigger-based videos. You will always find a trigger. That would be because we have uploaded a CSV with the personalized data. We want to generate automatically the videos here. Because the videos have been created, we want to send the videos by email. That's an example. Another example might be maybe a web form that is submitted. Because a lead has submitted a web form here in a lead generation landing page, the personalized video software, the dynamic video software automatically creates the videos here. Because the dynamic videos have been created, they are sent by email, by SMS, by WhatsApp, whatever you define. So every personalized video campaign has a workflow similar to this one here. Share this type of workflow with your agency, and this will also help you save loads of time because they can strategize around this as well. As promised, let's cover the average project execution for a successful personalized video project. As I mentioned earlier, the main thing here is a strategy. Don't start with the creative assets. Do not start with the technical implementation. Start with the strategy. Defining your business goals, specific KPIs, target audience, bringing it as down as you can to the augmented buyer persona. The strategy will also help you define the creative assets and also the budget for the creative assets, and will also help you design and define the technical implementation. What we usually see is that once the strategy has been defined, what usually takes a bit longer to execute is the creative assets design here. Whatever usually takes to design a video, that's what it's going to take, plus about a week and a half and 2 weeks with platforms like Personal, or even hours or just a few days if you use Personal Editor to create a personalized video template. The data in process here can take from minutes to weeks or even months, depending on what you need. If you're talking about an integration with software like Salesforce, Marketo, HubSpot, and similar software options out there, chances are that you can use Zapier, Integromat, ConnectIT, and similar integration tools that connect with Personal in a matter of minutes, maybe 30, 45 minutes, 60 minutes. If you're talking about a custom integration with our API, we are talking about a few hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, or even a couple of weeks, depending on the type of workflow you have in place. And if you're talking about a CSV, it's just a matter of uploading the CSV to our platform to automatically generate the personalized videos in bulk. In terms of creation, personalized videos are usually created within seconds. If you're talking about real personalized video files, where the personalization is in the video files, or in real time, if you're talking about the other option, which is basically the personalization in HTML. If you have a large audience, you need to set apart a few days or even a week to generate the full batch. For example, 600,000 personalized videos, something like that. We're talking about 1,000 videos, maybe just a couple of hours. So with this, you have that a personalized video campaign could be successfully executed with more than enough time in about a month. Although there are companies that have already the strategy and the creative part quite mature, and they are able to launch the campaign within the same day, the following, or even within the same week. I hope you found this information useful. If you have any questions, simply let me know, use the comments below. I'm also quite accessible, so feel free to reach out. Also, if you haven't, please subscribe to this channel now and give us a like. This will help us serve you better and other people like you. If you need help with your personalized video project, and also if you need help finding an agency, a partner agency that can help you with this project, also feel free to reach out. Personal is both a personalized video marketing platform, one of the most flexible tools out there in the market. It is scalable, it is cost effective, it is extremely flexible, and also we offer professional services and we certify partners in the market. So feel free to reach out, we'll be happy to point you in the right direction. Have a great day, take care, see you later, bye.